I frequently get people that reach out to me and they're like, what the fuck are you doing to make your eyes twinkle, to have this poise and this confidence that just radiates from you? And I want to share with you today why that is the case, and also the real reason as to why you are not confident, and what you can do to actually reach in way deeper than just the surface and activate a very deep sense of true confidence inside of you. Not posed confidence, not curated confidence, but real, true, deep confidence. There is a method to this. I'm going to share it with you today. Confidence is an emotional state that your limbic system, this is a part of your nervous system that's below your conscious thought. It's a state in your limbic system that can only truly happen when you're relaxed, when your stress response is off, when your amygdala is not firing like holy motherfucking shit, there's a threat coming at me. And you might think, after hearing that, that you live your life with no threats. Maybe money is fine, there's no big cats chasing after you, maybe you're in a stable relationship. However, your body is constantly going in and out of states of comfort and discomfort. It's constantly orienting towards, is this pain or is this pleasure? Can I relax? True confidence only happens when your body is truly relaxed. Now, this part of you, your limbic system, has a memory bank. And in this memory bank, it remembers past experiences. Now, especially between the ages of 0 and 7. During this time, you have a vast amount of neuroplasticity. This is your brain's ability to learn and engage and shape who you are and how you react to things. And so depending on your experiences, how you were raised, where you were raised, culture, right? There's a lot in this that goes into how your limbic system responses are shaped. There are going to be things for the rest of your life, and unless you know this information and you know how to change it, there are going to be things for the rest of your life that your limbic system remembers from a really early age that will be perceived threats that are not true threats. This is where we exist a little bit outside of reality. For example, a man, or rather a boy, that was raised with an overly critical mother. Maybe she was really angry, maybe she was an alcoholic. You fill in the pieces if this is an example that resonates with you. But we'll just say a boy that was raised with an overly critical mother. When that boy expresses certain emotions, certain aspects of his truth, or behaves in certain ways, and he gets criticized, it trips up his survival response, because young children need mothers or mother figures, or at least adults, in order to survive. And so the limbic system from that early age learns, okay, let me store this information deep, deep, deep into the primal parts of my brain and never express that part of myself ever again. And I'm going to tag it with a little bit of discomfort. I'm going to tag it as a shutdown, as a contraction. Now, let's say this boy grows up to be a man and he really wants a deep, loving, committed relationship with a healthy woman, but he's going on dates and he's experiencing a lack of confidence every time he's with a woman. This man cannot employ enough willpower to micromanage every subconscious cue that he is presenting of a lack of confidence. Our brains are not equipped to do that. It's too much information. And so the program underneath it is going to come through. So he could even be telling himself, okay, I'm going to be confident. I'm going to be this. I'm going to stand in this way or take up more space, which is a very confident type of bodily posture. However, he can't control the subtler cues that are coming forward of not being confident, because his nervous system remembers the past and it goes, I have to shut down who I am in front of women in order to be accepted. And the boy deeply needs acceptance. We deeply need and love acceptance. And so he's so far removed from his truth that accessing confidence is not a probable reality in his body, especially with a woman that he deeply desires acceptance from. It goes back to the presence of a woman that he desires acceptance from produces a fearful response in his body. And remember how I said in the beginning, you can't be in fear and in confidence at the same time. You can only be in comfort and confidence at the same time. And so to access a real sense of true confidence, you must go in there and start to rewire on a subconscious level the fear around women, the fear around not being accepted, the desire to pretend in some way to be somebody who you're not, or to repress parts of yourself of who you truly are in order to gain acceptance. So those patterns, those processes actually have to be unwound. They have to be unpacked. They have to be mended. They must return to wholeness. The way you do that is through the body. And so the way that I like to explain it is when you have an affirmation and you're like, hey, I really want to be confident, and you speak it. Hey, I am confident. I am confident. I am confident. And I have this in another video as well. I will link it here about why affirmations don't work. You can also find it in the podcast. It's the episode called Body Language is a Spiritual Practice. I talk a lot about affirmations in that episode. When you speak, I am confident into existence, but you're not truly confident, your body is going to give you a response. You're going to have a feeling in your body that doesn't feel comfortable. And you want that. Most people think, oh shit, I want to be confident. I'm speaking it into existence, but it doesn't feel quite right. I better speak it more. I better try to push down that feeling more. No, stop. The body gives you perfect information. What you want to do instead is you want to bring your awareness, okay? The awareness is light. You want to bring your awareness to that uncomfortable sensation. And here's a little trick. If you close your eyes, you speak, I am confident, and you notice where you feel it in your body, and you take your hand and you place it on the part of your body, wherever it may be for you, first impression, make it up. If you don't know, I swear. But you place your hand over the part of your body with your eyes closed where you feel it, and you imagine that feeling is a color. Remember I said you could reach your hand in there and rewire? That's how you do it. Because your body is your subconscious. Your body is the reflection of your subconscious. And so if you want to make a change in this deep, true, real way that I'm talking about, you got to get into the subconscious. You can only do that via the portal called your body. And when you do that, this is where it gets a little trippy, but stick with me. When you do that, when you assign a color to an emotion in a part of your body, it's a lot of things for your conscious, logical brain to track. And at some point, your logical brain goes, I get this. It doesn't make sense to me. When it doesn't make sense, your subconscious programs turn on. It's a mild state of hypnosis. You're mildly hypnotizing yourself, mildly, right? There's not any nothing's gonna happen, nothing scary is gonna happen. I want you to think about it as like a different brainwave state. You enter a mildly different brainwave state where you can actually make a deep change. From there, and I have this whole process because I'm just giving you the overview. I have it in my programs, Mastery for Men. That's for men to do the deep inner work that will change everything. Will change your relationship with women, with money, with yourself. You'll be able to actually activate that confidence in a really deep way. I also have the authenticity portal, which is for men and women to do this deep level of shadow work. But for today, I'm just going to give you the overview. So you close your eyes, place your hand, color, and you can go as far as to even describe the sensation. But what you eventually want to do is you want to take the light of your awareness and start to unpack. What's the underlying need here? What's the emotion? What is this emotion actually trying to tell me? Because your body never does or generates anything against you, including emotions. It's not going to generate emotion against you. It's there for a reason. Your body doesn't fucking mess up. Your body's from nature. It doesn't mess up. You have to attune to what's my body trying to do for me here? What's the positive intention of the lack of confidence? And then, and only then, you can reopen your eyes and then you start to take action on it. But you've got to take action from that truly confident state, from that empowered realization of I'm choosing confidence and I'm choosing it in a way that feels safe to my body. If you choose confidence without doing this process, your body's going to get tripped up. It's going to turn on that discomfort. It's going to act fearful in some way, in a way that's unmanageable, via the conscious mind. When you do this process, you're accessing a true and deep sense of confidence. And what will all of this do? It will allow you to have autonomy and agency over the state of your nervous system when you're on that date. We're going to go back to that example. When you've done this deep level of inner work, and then you go on that date with that woman that is so hot and amazing in all the best ways possible, you're going to be able to regulate your nervous system and stay in your body and in your truth and in your sex energy and in your desires and in your heart all at the same time. And that's fucking attractive. Without doing this work, you're going to go on that date, you're going to intend to stay in that energy, and your amygdala or something up there in your limbic system is going to get tripped up. It's going to create a state that you cannot manage, and it's going to seep through. You're going to appear underconfident, and that is not attractive. So this process is about using your awareness, using your body to access the truth, create the mend, create wholeness, and then bring it out into your life. And it needs to be all of those steps. It can't just be out in your life. It can't just be inside. You got to play both games, the inner game and the outer game. And in face reading, the way that they explain this is called Shen. And so Shen is like spirit, and it's how much spirit is in your body. When somebody has a lot of Shen in their body, you can see it in their eyes. And the Shen can only be in the body when you've cleared out and you've cleaned out the traumas, limiting beliefs, the contractive experiences, the false narratives of your parents, of your society, of who you think you are that actually isn't true. It's almost like it's sticky and the Shen can't fully enter, but you clean out all of those non-truths, and then the Shen can enter all the way down to your root, all the way down to your most primal organs, your penis or your vagina, all the way down there. You want the Shen to come all the way in. And so that is how you glow through your eyes. That is how you radiate confidence naturally. There is a process to it. I will post the links to those courses below if you would like to do and embody this process and turn on your magnetic confidence, your radiance, that part of you that can regulate your nervous system in all situations, because most of what we experience in life is not a real threat. It's a perceived threat, and we got to heal that distortion inside of us so that we can be who we truly are in the world. If you liked this, subscribe to my channel. It would mean the world to me. Thank you so much for listening, and I will see you soon.